Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another custom design tutorial. So today I'm going to be going over the water path that I used in Lily's swamp, which I know is ages away now. So the video is a little bit muddled together, but I'm going to go over most of the pieces. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. So I was kind of going for like a swampy sort of look. I don't go over like all my colors and stuff, but if you guys are interested, I can always put a file or something with that in. So basically, I just went about creating like plants that are coming out of the water, and I just used a darker shade to make it look like that bit was under the water, and then just used like light blue and just went in random patterns to kind of make it look like waves. And I'm kind of, the most important thing I find is to kind of like look at the where it's on the easel on the left, because that's more what it's gonna obviously look like once it's on the ground. And it does take a little bit of kind of like setting it up, putting it on the ground, and then going back and changing it and stuff. But I really enjoy creating this. I really enjoy creating custom designs. I'm not sure if you guys are like too interested in this, so you'll have to let me know in the comments if you guys liked this, if you'd like to see more tutorials, and if so, if there are certain things that you'd like to see, and let me know and I'll try and do that for you guys, because I love creating designs and if it can help you guys out. But I am new to pixel art and stuff like this, I guess, so I'm still kind of like getting used to it as well. But yeah, I'm just using like a couple of different shades around the base just so it doesn't look too jarring when you're looking at it on the path. And it just kind of makes it look like there's stuff underwater and makes it a bit busier. And then I've just used like a lighter blue around where the color changes in the plants to make it look like there's kind of water wrapping around them and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to add in some sort of like leafy flowers and things like that just to kind of add to it, make it a bit busier. But you guys can really do whatever you want. If you guys have made something like this or you're going to, I'd love to see what you come up with. And if you use any of these designs on your islands, please show me. I'd love to see. And I'm just using white for the flowers, just because I don't want there to be kind of like too many colors going on, and I don't want it to be too crazy because obviously I decorated the area as well on top of this, so I didn't want this to detract too much from everything else. But I did want it to look like there was a lot going on in the water and there was a lot of movement in the water, I guess, as well. So yeah, you can just see I'm just kind of placing it around randomly. There was no rhyme or reason to what I was doing with most of the lines that I created. It was just to, if it looked good, it stayed. If it didn't, we went over it. And I did dot some like dark green around the base as well, just to break it up a little bit. Okay, so while I'm just throwing some different shades around and not doing anything interesting on screen, for those who don't know, I'm currently staying with my brother until I find a place that I like and I move out. But the upstairs neighbour who had 5 rescued cats, she's just moved out, and it's so sad because you used to hear the little jingle go outside, and I really miss, and they used to visit and they really liked my brother's dog, and she's moved out now, so it's kind of a shame, and I'm really missing the feline friends that I had. Okay, so I'm just moving on to the next piece now. So I'm just kind of copying and pasting so I get the same color palette, and then I'm just going back over it to get the shape that I need for the right piece. So that's just what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of blocking out that shape so that we can get to work on everything else. And then you're kind of just trying to match it up, and then before you put too much work in, go back and check how it looks matching up with the other pieces and see if you need to change like where the edges are and things like that, before you get too much into it and you find that you've got to like erase a part of your design or something. I know that loads of these types of paths exist. I saw quite a few when I was trying to figure out what I wanted, but eventually just ended up making my own. So there are ones that I think are much nicer than mine if you were going to download someone's designs. This is just maybe if you wanted to create your own and somewhere to get started, I guess. But yeah, please let me know if you want to see more of these tutorials, because I feel like it's not something that it's not something I've done a lot of, and I don't know particularly if you're interested. So please comment down below if you are, and I can try and do some more. And yeah, at this point I realised I was creating the wrong piece, so just had to erase a pile of stuff there, so that was fun. But alas, it you know, wasn't much time. It's fine, I'll get past it. My mum's got a Cocker Spaniel. Just while we're on the subject of pets, you know, my mum's got a Cocker Spaniel. She's gorgeous. A bit of a lunatic, beautiful though. She's a blue roan, so she's like black and white, and she's got like a lovely coat, and she's just had a puppy, and the puppy is like a cockapoo-ish cross. It's got like way more spaniel in it than cocker. Yeah, and as you can see here, I'm just matching up that design to see if it'll work, so I can then change it and make it look good. Like the corners are looking a bit pointy here, but that's fine, we can work on that. But yeah, so the puppy's like 12 weeks old now or something, well, at the time I'm recording this, and oh, she is so cute and she's so clever. She's like learning tricks so quick. I will insert some images on screen quickly of cute puppy. She is absolutely adorable. She stayed with us for a couple of days over Christmas, and oh my goodness, she's just so soft and tiny. Peas everywhere, you know, she's still pretty young, but other than that, lovely having a puppy around. I cannot wait to move out and get a pet. I'm really torn between whether I want to get a dog or a cat. I think it'll be a bit much to get both, and I'm wondering if maybe it would be a bit much to get a dog. And I really do miss having a cat, especially now that the upstairs neighbour's moved out and she's not got her cats visiting, because they would just like pop in and oh, it was lovely. I remember just waking up one morning and just heard a little bell, and the upstairs neighbour's cat had got in somehow and was just waiting outside my bedroom door for me. It was so cute. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm just kind of like following the last thing that I did, where I kind of have the different darker shades around the base, and have just like bits sticking up to make it look like it's maybe like grass or plants kind of overlapping onto the grass. And then in this one, I'm adding in some little fishies. I was really unsure about how to do the fish working on this small of a scale, so some of them look a little bit dodgy, but once the path's all there and you've decorated it, you don't notice the slight dodginess of the fish. This was definitely one of the things I struggled with. And yeah, so I went for like a mixture of like little dark meaningless fish, and then I did like some sort of like koi fish in different designs, as well as adding in like lily pads and stuff. But if you guys have done like any sort of paths that have like different fish in, I'd love to see, because I went quite basic with mine. But yeah, and then I'm just using like a lighter blue around them to make it look like the water's moving, like as they're swimming, I guess. And then the lily pad was very simple. It was very easy, but I really liked it. I think it's super cute, and obviously it was for Lily's house, so we needed to have some lily pads. And then again, I'm just adding in some more of these little sort of like white flowers, just to kind of add to it, make it look a bit busier, and overlapping that over the fish a little bit, just so it looks like they're kind of winding around things. I know it looks a bit rubbish and like it doesn't really make sense like this, but I do think that once the path's down, it does look pretty good. Well, at least for what I wanted. But obviously you could make this to suit your needs and work with your island, and obviously a different colour palette might work for you. I know that none of my this is not like kidcore in the slightest, so if you were thinking that, oh, she's doing a kidcore island, this will be great for a kidcore design, it's not particularly kidcore. But yeah, that was one of the koi fish designs I did. I think I quite liked that one. I think that one worked quite well. But we're just going to go over that, and I created like a multitude of different variations of different pieces for certain things as well, like different middle bits that I could interchange, just so it wasn't all the same for the pieces and stuff. So if you want to check that out, my creator code will be in the description if you wanted to have a look at them. For inspiration, if you wanted to make your own, or if you just wanted to use mine, I don't mind. And if you wanted to just try and create an exact replica of mine, you're free to, but I do feel like you could probably make something much nicer. I didn't spend ages on this, because it did get a bit tedious after I'd created like 8 different pieces, but it was quite fun, and I'm looking forward to making some more. But I think I want to decorate a bit more of my island before I start making more designs, before I end up like having an idea for like some big area, and then suddenly I've got no design slots left, and I have to start moving things around, and my island looks all messy, and I'm just not wanting to get into that. So we're gonna practice patience and self-control, and not overflow the rest of my slots. because unfortunately they haven't upped us to like, you know, 3,000 slots yet. So yeah, for the centerpieces, I created like a few different ones that were like more fish-based or plant-based or like lily pads and stuff like that. And then I created like a small circle that you could put as like a patch next to it, of the same sort of design, but it's just like a little circle, so it's just like a 1x1 custom code. And then I also like just created like some different corner pieces and stuff, just because I knew that I was using it on quite a large area, so I knew it would get repetitive pretty quickly. But obviously you might not need as many pieces, or you might want more if you're going to do like a whole watery island. I have not seen anyone's island like that. I think I want to go and look at design tours now of some people where they've done like water islands. Oh, well, there's the rest of my day sorted. But yeah, I did really enjoy making the water designs. And I love Lily Swamp, although I do feel bad for her because quite a lot of the time I just see her around her house because I feel like she struggles to get round all the things that I've placed and the holes in the ground for the mushrooms. So I'm always really happy when I see her like at resident services having a good old time, chilling, talking to people. And I'm also really sorry because I know I'm still behind on like designs and videos, and I'm getting back on track, and I'm sorry for all the delays. For anyone that doesn't know, I've just been away for like 8 months. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to get back on track with it. So yeah, I will be editing videos, getting things sorted, and then getting up to date on where the island is and the videos that are out and things like that, because I've still got old footage from like half done ideas, so I need to like fix everything. We've got new items, so I think I might just even scrap previous areas that I've worked on and just fully redo them, because there's a few places that are unfinished and things like that. The island's a mess really in terms of what is on YouTube, what's half finished, the items, it's crazy. So I will get back on track. Don't worry. It shouldn't be too long before things make sense and we are up to date on the island. So there will be some random winter videos and then back to last June possibly. So please bear with me. It won't be long until the page will make sense, I promise. This is what I mean about the videos a bit messed around. I know that we just saw the full path and now we're back to this. I apologize. The footage was put, I don't know, when I finished recording it was put together in some sort of crazy way where it was one full video, the recording, but it was randomly what I had done first was at the end of it for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, so we're again just moving on to the next piece, just so you guys can maybe get an idea of the different things that I've done. And yeah, there's really was no method to it. It was quite just trying to make it link up and make sense for what I needed. I've also been doing like an absolute ton of trading, trying to get all these new items and stuff, because oh my goodness, there's so many. I'm trying to mostly get kidcore stuff, but because my island's going to be like soft kidcore and it's going to have like a bit of train station-y stuff in, like, you know, there's a load of items that I get to use because I don't want it to be like primary color kidcore everywhere. I'm having like different areas and, you know, more of that kind of subtle, we're gonna have like the area with Kiki and things like that, so that'll be more like countryside-ish, I guess. So I get to use a variation of items, which is great because I don't think I do well at sticking to like a really strict theme like that. So I've been doing tons of trading on Nookazon and stuff and on the Discord, which has been great, but it takes so much time. I forgot about all the loading screens when you're going to people's islands. I had no money. I've had to do turnip trading. It's been a whole ordeal trying to get back on track with having a good inventory, because before I took a very long hiatus due to life and such getting in the way, I had quite a good inventory. I'd catalogued quite a bit, and I've come back to the game and I'm just like, oh my goodness, where do I even begin? So it's been quite fun doing some of the Happy Home Designer so that I get to see different items and stuff that I've missed out on. But hopefully we'll get there with a few more tens of hours of trading. And let me know if you guys want to see more of the happy home designer. I wasn't sure if that's something people are interested in. I've been designing quite a bit that I've not been recording and stuff, so let me know if you guys are interested, or if it's maybe certain characters, and I'll try and do that and get more content like that up for you guys. But yeah, back to what I'm actually doing and what this video is meant to be about. This is where I'm adding in a very janky looking fish. I promise it gets better. It's a learning process. It's difficult with these pixels, but I tried my best. I'm sorry that it's not perfect. But yeah, so it's just adding in some variations of fish just to, again, make it a bit more interesting, so it's not all just like little fishies. So we've got some big ones in, and then it's just trying to make it look like he's under the water and kind of that it makes sense. So I'm just kind of using some darker colors around him to make it look like there's maybe like a shadow underwater. But I did actually look at like real life reference images before I made this, like of fish in ponds and stuff, and I found that was quite useful. I know it's looks vastly different, but you can get a good idea of like maybe where shadows would be, what cast shadows, how the water looks like, what sort of colors there are. So if you're making custom code and you don't know where to start, like before even looking at like other people's like art or other people's custom designs, it's also just useful to look at like real life reference. And then yeah, just kind of like match it up, and you can see there like at the corner the darkness doesn't quite match up on the top left of that, so I'm just adding in the darkness on that one to see if that looks better. And then here's like a big patch. You can see I've got some of my middle bit ones that are different with like lily pads and just plants, and then some of the side pieces have little fish in, and some of them are like less busy than others. But yeah, that's basically the water path, and mostly just me babbling away. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me, and if you want to see more custom or pro design tutorials. And yeah, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!